And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. Guys, big weekend, make or break tie. I feel like I'm saying this quite a lot here on this channel, against Hearts obviously, at Ibrox. A chance for us really, well, it was a must win. I'm going as far to say it's a must win because our top six record has been absolutely honking so far under Danny Rule. Yes, we beat Celtic under Nancy, but our top six results haven't been that encouraging, and we really need a big win, especially at Ibrox. And if we need to win a title, go on and win a title, we need to be beating our title challengers at our home stadium. This is a must win. Must win. I don't want to accept draws. I don't want to see any other result other than a win. And I don't really care how we do it. I want us to win. It's imperative, and we need to start clawing this gap back and, of course, getting wins on the board. Now, whilst all eyes do turn towards tomorrow, we do have a bit of a transfer story that's come out. I know it's February, and I appreciate most people, of course, do turn off to transfer stories in the January, when we go out of the January transfer window into February. However, of course, I feel like we should still discuss it as big clubs do prepare for the summer. And it's going to be clear to see that Rangers are, of course, going to be preparing for a busy summer transfer window. Guys, let's break this story down. But first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more, and let's get into it. So, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, Rangers handed golden chance to sign long-term transfer targets after January U-turn. Yes, Rangers have been told by BK Hacken Insider that they expect Silius Anderson to be the next big star to leave the club. Now, Rangers have held active interest in the midfielder, with Celtic also said to be among potential suitors chasing a deal in the winter window. However, of course, Rangers did pursue other and different targets. But this could now open the door, apparently, from interest in German side Köln, who are reportedly waiting to make a move at the back end of the season after January bids were knocked back. Now, Hacken has said to value Anderson at around £6 million, and teammate Mikael Rygaard has conceded the door could be opened for Anderson to leave the club. And asked which of the Hacken squad are likely to command big money this summer, they said it's probably Silius Anderson. Now, it's clear to see that we were also in the market for this player. However, of course, we didn't get this one over the line, or whether it was, but there was reports, of course, of us trying to talk, trying to wager a deal. So certainly when we've got a scope of players that we're interested in and they come available, then Rangers will, of course, pull the trigger and take a shot on the player. Now, his teammates also went on to say there's been a lot of talk about him, so he'll probably be the next to leave. Now, pressed on if a surprised the club kept their star man beyond the January transfer window, he said, "I don't know if I'm surprised. I've been here for a long time, so I know how it works, that both the club and player have to find something that everybody is happy with. I'm, of course, happy that he's here until the summer anyway. I think everybody is waiting for him to go abroad, and he's been good so far for us. We know about his qualities." So, yes, it does seem as though it looks likely that Silius will, of course, be on his way out of the door in the summer transfer window. That comes after them not wanting to sell him in January. So could Rangers, of course, be back to the forefront to try and sign the player this summer? Well, I'll leave that up for you to decide. Would you want to see Silius Anderson join Rangers this summer? Let me know down there in the comment section below. In other news, James Tavernier admits Sunday's showdown with Hearts is a must-win for Rangers if they are to keep their Premiership title dreams alive this term. Danny Roll's side fell 5 points adrift of the Jambos on Wednesday night, as Motherwell left it late to earn a deserved draw at Fir Park. Celtic are now just a point adrift of their old firm rivals, having played a game fewer following their dramatic victory at home to Livingston. The reaction to events in Lanarkshire has been fierce amongst supporters. Nico Raskin gave the visitors the lead, but Rangers were unable to hold on as Motherwell, reduced to 10 men following Lucas Fadinger's dismissal, scored in the closing stages through Stephen Welsh. Rowe admitted he had one eye on the Hearts clash with his team selection, as Tua Romans, Andreas Skov Olsen and Ryan Naderi were left out of the starting lineup, and Tav is fully aware of the situation Rangers now find themselves in. "Yeah, and I think if you've seen the course of the season, we've responded," Tavernier said, when asked about the importance of not overreacting to events at Fir Park.
We obviously don't want to put ourselves in these situations, and from now, what with 12 games to go, we can't really be having any of these situations going forward. So we've got to obviously show different ways how to win and see games out when they're not looking overly our best performance, but we've got to see games out. It's obviously a massive game on the weekend. Every game's massive, but it's at home, and we've got to really be on the front foot against another good team who've been doing well this season and get the 3 points. Every game's a must win, but obviously with them with the lead in the table, obviously it's a must win if you want to compete for the title. So we have to get the 3 points no matter what. Rangers had top spot in their sights before a ball was kicked this week, but Hearts edged the Edinburgh Derby the night before Roll's side failed at Fir Park. It was another midweek of twists and turns in the title race, and there is now no margin for error at Ibrox. Roll has spoken of the importance of having the home crowd on side during the final stages of the campaign. The stalemate with the Steelmen has been met with a barrage of criticism, but the skipper has called on the support to play their part on Sunday. When the place is rocking, it obviously makes a massive difference, Tavernier said. But it's down to us to get that from the fans as well. They expect us to perform and they'll give it back in return, so it goes both ways. We obviously want them to be right behind us from the get-go. And obviously there's been comments about if balls go out of play or misplaced passes, and you won't obviously want the crowd to get behind us. But it's down to us to the set standards and down to us to show the performance levels of what the fans want to see. And we obviously both have a responsibility, but us as players need to take lead with that, and on the weekend we need to do that. Tavernier is one of those that Roll will turn to as he seeks leadership on and off the park. The captain is in the final months of his Ibrox deal and gave little away when asked about his chances of remaining at the club beyond the summer. I take it day by day, Tavernier said. If my wife says something about next week about planning, I say, that's too far ahead for me. It's always about the day, today, and then I wake up tomorrow, and then I'll go from there. But I'll always continue giving my utmost, for the club, and obviously for my family. The aim at the start of every season is obviously to get as many medals as you can, and nothing has changed. As Rangers prepare for a defining afternoon at Ibrox, the message from within the dressing room is clear. There is no longer any room for slip-ups. Captain James Tavernier has openly acknowledged that Sunday's clash with Heart of Midlothian represents a must-win encounter if Rangers are to keep their Premiership ambitions alive. Dropped points against Motherwell, despite taking the lead through Nico Raskin, have left Rangers chasing the pace at the top. Late heartbreak, courtesy of Stephen Welsh, combined with pressure from Celtic, has tightened the title race to a point where every fixture now carries enormous weight. Under Danny Roll, Rangers are navigating a season defined by fine margins and relentless scrutiny. With just 12 matches remaining, Tavernier's insistence on learning how to see games out reflects a wider understanding that performances no longer need to be perfect, but results must be. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.